Good morning, my dear and beloved fans. Here we are again for another edition of The Chef Knows It All, your favorite recipe show from Tampa to San Diego, hosted by Lawrence O'Hara. Remember our motto: if your recipe doesn't work out well today, just bear in mind that tomorrow will be another day. Today's recipe is in fact one of my favorites. I learned it while traveling to India. It is crispy chicken with 7 spices and rice with almonds. It sounds great, doesn't it? I'll be right back after the break. I love spices. It gives the food a very, very rich flavor. And my trip to India was quite the gastronomic experience. Have I ever told you about my trip to India? I'll be brief, but I need to tell you about it. It was in 2004. I arrived in New Delhi with friends to visit temples and restaurants. We stayed in a hotel near the center and the Ganges River. It was a beautiful place, and people were very friendly, just loved it. Unfortunately, it rained almost every day, but we walked around the streets and talked to many natives. As you probably know, English is an official language in India due to the British colonization. Anyway, we also listened to a lot of traditional music from India. It was terrific. And the food. And the food. I had the best food ever. And I also drank wonderful traditional cocktails. We spent 4 days, 4 wonderful days in New Delhi. Yeah? Well, I'll tell you all these details about this wonderful dish after the break. Simple past, actions that happened at a specific time in the past. In this narration, I mention in 2004. Verb to be: I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, they were. Regular verbs: verb plus D or ED. To arrive, arrived. To stay, stayed. To rain, rained. To listen, listened. Irregular verbs: the past form doesn't follow a pattern. To have, had. To eat, ate. To spend, spent. Chilla-tinga, tinga, 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 chilla-tinga, tinga, 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 chilla-ting, ting, 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 India. India, oh, I miss it so much, India. And we didn't visit all the places. Such a pity. We didn't go on a safari. We didn't ride elephants. We didn't have time to go to Kolkata. We didn't... It wasn't the best trip of my life because we didn't have much time. And India is such a big country. Did you know that India is the 7th biggest country in the world? Did you know that India is the 2nd most populous country in the world? Did you know? All right, you didn't know that. And that's why our program is also a cultural experience. It's amazing, isn't it? Okay, let's go on with our cultural experience right after the break. Negative form of verb to be in the past, plus not. It was great. It was not great. Negative form of other verbs in the past, plus did not. We visited all the places. We didn't visit all the places. Interrogative form of the verb to be in the past. Place verb to be in the beginning of the sentence. It was great. Was it great? Interrogative form of other verbs in the past. Use did in the beginning of the sentence. We visited all the places. Did we visit all the places? They're delicious. I love to talk about my trips and about the past, as well as almonds. If you're paying attention, you probably noticed I use only simple past today. It is a very useful verb form when we want to make reference to actions that happened at a specific time in the past. But we need to pay attention to three possible variations: verb to be, regular verbs, and irregular verbs. Verb to be, specific conjugation. I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, they were. Negative form, plus not. Interrogative form, place verb to be in the beginning of the sentence. Regular verbs, verb plus d or ed. Love, loved. Watch, watched. Call, called. Negative form, did plus not plus verb. Interrogative form, use did in the beginning of the sentence. Irregular verbs, they do not follow a pattern. Buy, bought. Think, thought. Eat, ate. Negative form, did plus not plus verb. Interrogative form, use did in the beginning of the sentence. Simple past in English is a topic that is very similar to cooking. The more you practice it, the better at it you get. That's why it is extremely important to take a close look at chapter Cooking, a Cultural Experience of your script book to review the uses and rules explained. And of course, to have some practice. Hope you have enjoyed our cultural experience in India today. And the chicken, well, we'll talk about it on our next show, when we will certainly have more time. Okay, have a wonderful lunch and dinner, and see you in the next edition of The Chef Knows It All. Take care.